guys, it is Sonia behind the camera. It's just me and you and these gorgeous, yet to be gorgeous brownie frowny tables that we're going to transform together because it is day 7 of the paint a piece of furniture or 2 challenge. And you know what? It may be 10 o'clock at night, but I am up for a challenge. The question is, are you up for a good adventure tonight? So it's just me right now, these tables, and you guys. Tell me where you guys are watching from. Matt will probably join us in just a few minutes, but it was getting late. He had to go check on the puppies to make sure they didn't turn into popsicles. You know how that goes. Anybody else have fur pets out there? Definitely 'tis the season to make sure that the fire is in place. Otherwise, they will be rolled up together in a blanket together, waiting for us to come home and put more pellets in our stove. So he went home to check on the fireplace. And I'm here, and I thought I'd go ahead and kick off and get tonight started. So these are the 2 pieces. Matt actually found these today at Goodwill, which good find, Matt, right? I love these. So they're just brownie frowny, what I call brownie frowny, which is just plain wood, beat out, dented, dinged, scratched, little dirty and messy right now, I have to tell ya. And we're going to bring them back to life and to give them a whole new color. What's cool is they have these 2 inserts as well that go into them. Has anybody ever found tables out there that look like this, where you just drop the inserts right down into the inside of them? A lot of people donate these because they might have these little cool marble inserts, but they're not sure what to do about these because they feel a little outdated, right? That's okay. We're going to put some color on them, and I have to tell you that I'm going to give a clean for these first. This is what I use, a crud cutter, to do a good clean on these. Who's with me tonight? Hey, Martha and Debbie and Mary Ellen, and Christy's here. Woohoo! Yay! Hey, Crystal Creations Ward, how are ya? Shaylin's here. Woohoo! All right, let's get this party started. It's gonna be all us girls tonight. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's make these dolls beautiful too, and a part of the program here. So you know I love to use crud cutter to clean. I just use any rag that I have. Anybody else out there use old T-shirts, that sort of stuff that you might have laying around that nobody uses anymore? When I do clean outs and you're getting ready to donate something, this is when I go, what's the texture of this shirt? Can I use this for a good, rip up and work with kind of rag for what I do? When you do a clean, don't saturate your wood, okay? Woo! All right, these need to clean or what? Yeah, you never know where furniture came from, right? But I do want to clean them, but you never want to saturate your wood. Hey, Matt, how are ya?
Hello.
Matt just got back in town. Hopefully my head is not chopped off, Matt. I've been trying to do a good job of, camera action and the tables. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see everything? Well, that's good. Thank you.
You're not live on Facebook, are you?
No, I'm not, because I didn't have your phone. So it's okay. I told all the friends on Facebook where to find us, so you know what? We'll see. We'll see if they're true fans. If all they gotta do is click the link, they'll be here. It's super easy. Plus, you know what? Maybe it's a good excuse for them to come join us over here on YouTube, because you know that if you watch us on YouTube, you get to watch us. You can actually pull us up on your phone, and there is a button at the top of your phone that you can basically transmit it to your TV,
what
right?
Day is
your
this?
Smart TV, and watch it on the big screen. Or if you have one of the smart TVs that actually has the YouTube icon, the app built in, just click on it there, right? I'm telling you, that's the best place to watch people. So we did a quick wipe over, wash down puppies. Remember, don't saturate your wood, okay? You're just looking to get a little bit of cleaner on there that does the job and buffs it off, all right? Now you're going to get ready to paint. All right, let me go ahead and get my paint open with me. All I'm doing is grabbing my mermaid tail right here. Who loves the color mermaid tail? I got my Chevy chip brush, and I'm going to go right in. So this is where a lot of people are like, what? You don't run, you don't strip, you don't sand. I don't. I mean, unless something is super, shiny, glossy, really, really glossy, then that's when I might do a little bit of a buff with the sand pad. But to be honest with you, I'm going Chevy style, and this is Hungry Thirsty Wood. So we're going to go right over and make it happen. I love this mermaid color, and I think it's going to look really good with the marble inserts as well, right? I think it's going to be good. Good. All right, I am loving it. So what's everybody else up to tonight? I have to tell you that I spent the last 5 hours in a car with my 18-year-old teaching him how to parallel park. done the course.
Say hi to Facebook.
Oh, hey Facebook, we have done the course. Looks like Max hooked us up so we can broadcast on Facebook as well. Now that he is in the house. So now we're going live on both places, which is always cool. But yeah, so tonight, the last 5 hours I've spent in a car with my son teaching him how to parallel park, okay? He's stressed out, you know, trying to help him the best that I can. It's one of those things as a parent where, you know, you can do, you want obviously your child to be successful and to succeed, and there are times that you wish that you could do it for them, but at the end of the day, parallel parking is one of those things that you just kind of like, you hope for the best, right? And you know, you hope that a case of nerves don't get the best of them, and they can do it because, you know, you want to see, you never want to see your children hurt or have to go through those things, but yeah, he's done his test before, was not successful on the parallel parking side, so, you know, he's frustrated, but, you know, I don't know about you, but I did not pass my first time I did my driver's test. Let's do a poll, and I can show this to him later. Did you pass the first time that you did your driver's test? Were you lucky enough to pass? I was not one. Matt will tell you, he didn't pass either, so I tell Riley that, like, you know what, it's okay, you know, you're not like, you know, it's not that you can't do it, it's just that it didn't happen that time, but that's okay, don't let your nerves get the best of you. So, tomorrow's another shot at it for him, so that's what I was working on tonight. So I decided to go live late, after the fact, versus super early today, before we started that process. Dang, I love this. Can you guys see that color? Is it showing up nice? I love it. I love it so much. Hey, Janet. Hey, Tess. How are ya? Uh-oh. Tess says, oh, is that your daughter, Gabrielle? She's also having driving issues. Took her 2 times. 3 times. Took me 2 times. Absolutely. Yep. It's so hard, right? And, you know, it's like, what do you do? What do you do? But it's one of those things that everybody goes through, and you just have to let them, you know, do it. But at the end of the day,
Karen,
they gotta focus, right?
I'm gonna ignore that one, Karen.
And sometimes they don't want to hear from mom or dad telling them what to do, you know. So you just do the best. In the last few hours. Tomorrow's the day. Tomorrow after lunch. So send your positive vibes to Riley. He's going to need it. He might not need sleep tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right?
Karen said she passed the first time, but a short dress helped.
I'll tell Riley to wear a short dress.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll be like, what are you talking about, Mom? Yeah.
I would say that's a big car.
What kind of car was that?
Deanna said, no, I didn't pass. Trying to park a Pontiac Catalina and Ligonier was impossible.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, when I took my test, I was out in like a little town. This one here that Riley's on, they have like a course behind the driver's center, which it's in a parking lot. There's like a lot of people passing through and stuff. It's a little crazy that way because it's in like a plaza, but at least it's in a, you know, the upper area. So they've got this course set up, right? But yeah, because when you're actually out on the road, I'm like, holy moly. Especially in the city that he's taking the small city he's taking his test in, you get a little hectic.
Yeah.
So, and learning tonight we were out. I figured if he can do it in the night,
hello,
and be
Texas.
Successful, he should be able to do it in the day tomorrow, right? So anyway, a good night's sleep. I think it's like when you take any test that you're, you know, really if you're supposed to just study, you know, not push it, not stay up all night until you get exhausted and then got no sleep and you run on fumes. And you make mistakes, you know. Do what you can. Practice makes perfect. Go home.
Kimberly said she sent us some mail.
Oh, thank you, Kimberly. That's kind of you.
I'm kind of on the search for any food. I didn't eat today, and I am starving.
Dude, eat the rest of your keto box.
I can't do that. There's a lot of carbs left over
Then
now.
go find some food. There's nothing preventing you.
There's nothing open.
A grocery store closed at 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, and I had to go change the. Well, I thought you were going to be back much earlier.
Because you need me.
Yes.
You can do this. You can do this. I know you can.
Do you see what she's saying?
Yes.
I thought you were
I'm saying.
I thought she was coming back with some snacky snacks for me.
World's smallest violin.
No, don't even do that. I thought you were coming back earlier, or you going snacky snack. Sheets doesn't have anything keto there. Tess. Did mine in a 4-door 1972 Lincoln. I had Mitty. I had to take mine in Mitty's Bonneville, and that was a huge car. So, yeah. Well, that was, you know, 80s.
Dad had a truck, and the day I took my test, he was kind enough to ask somebody if I could borrow their small compact car. The problem is we drove to the driver's test. I had never even driven this car before, and I didn't even get to drive it to the actual test. So the first time I took it, I was in a car that I had never been in before, other than with a driving instructor. Yeah, you want to talk about a case of nerves. Thanks, Dad. I mean, I know he meant well, but yeah. So anyway, you tell him a little bit bitter there with that. So failed that time. Yeah. Yeah, and then I failed the second time. I remember, I think I felt parallel parking in that car that I'd never been in before.
Banana Peel is on the website.
Because that's everything in the world to you at the time.
Kathy can't find Banana Peel on the website.
Yeah, just go to the, when you go to JustMonKEyTO.com.
What section's it in? Yeah.
Click, there's a search box up at the top. Just type the word banana, the peel, or poly. Either one of those words, it'll bring it right up to you on the screen.
See, she knows that.
There's a search box. So it has keywords. Just type in one keyword and you're good to go, like monkey shine or peel or banana or any of that, right? You'll find it. Easy peasy. And if you still can't find us, just message me and I'll send you the direct link. Just send it over to justmonkeykpayment@gmail.com and I'll help you out. But yeah, the second time that I failed, I managed to pass on the parallel parking, but it was in the middle of summer and I did not slow down. School was out in the middle. What are you laughing at? I didn't finish the sentence. I did not slow down in a school zone, even though school was out for the summer. And those little lights were flashing. I think it was lights were flashing or there was a crosswalk. I can't remember.
Still got to obey the signs.
Yep. And he was like, whether school's in or school's out, you still got to still obey the signs. So that was like what I was telling my son tonight, that, you know, when you are doing a test, you have to obey the road. You have to obey your instructor. You have to have patience. And a lot of it comes down to maturity as well, because I'm like, you can't be talking back to, you know, the guy that failed you before. You know what I'm saying? You just have to roll with it. So anyway, just kind of got to be mature, right? I'm pretty sure they probably are trained like, okay, this kid seems like he might have road rage, so let's just not give him his license. So anyway.
Well, yeah, that guy gives the test out there.
I'm trying to coach him. But you know what? It's in his hands. He'll figure it out. The rest of us did, right? That's just like a rite of passage. So it'll all work out. I know it will. What do you guys think of these? I put on the mermaid tail onto them, and now I'm going to dry them and do a little distressing. What's everybody saying, Matt?
Oh, they're just talking about their car experiences.
What was your first car? Everybody say what their first car was. I'm curious. This is a fun one. It's always fun to poll the audience.
My first car was a 1984 Eagle SX4 that I paid $350 for.
Was it?
Yeah. I still like that. We saw one out in Bedford. And I was going, I love this car. And you're going,
that is the ugliest thing ever.
Yeah, well, you know what? Deal.
Yes.
That car was awesome. It had the flip switch 4-wheel drive.
Oh my gosh. It was a man car thing, beast. You know? Yeah.
Man, everything from Bugs, Mustangs, T-Birds, to Berettas.
Really?
Ford Mavericks.
Mine was a Sunbird.
Chevy Chevette. Ford Pinto.
I think I paid $1,200 for it.
Dodge Dart. Monarch Mercury. VW 57 VW Beetle, Buick Skylark, Sunbird. That was Sonia's first car.
Yep.
Ford Fairlane. Boy, that's a big boat. Grand Am, Toyota Corolla.
Do you remember on SpongeBob where Mrs. Puff takes SpongeBob driving?
Yeah.
And she has the boat.
Yeah.
Driving school, and SpongeBob like can't control himself, and he's haywire. Poor Mrs. Puff.
Corvair, Cutlass, wow. Chevy Nova, Gremlin, yeah. There was a Gremlin. There was actually one of those 4-door Gremlins that one of the kids at school when I was in grade school had, and it was orange. So she cut out black electrical tape, eyes and mouth, and it looked like a big jack-o'-lantern going down the road.
Oh my gosh.
Linda drove a '65 Super Sport Chevy.
No way!
Yes. I wouldn't expect anything like a Pea Creek Pinto. Chevy Bel Air. A 77 Honda. My mother had a Mach 1 that she bought with her own money before she went to the military. And while she was in the military, her Javelin, that's a nice car. Her brother wrecked it. So she came home and her car was totaled and she had to buy a Pinto. One of the ones that blew up when you hit it in the back.
Oh my goodness. So I get a lot of questions on the tool I'm using. This is called a heat gun. It's actually used to remove paint because it heats up to 1200 degrees. And if you keep it in one spot long enough, you can guarantee that anything that's below it will basically heat up and start to curl and open, and the next thing you know, you got paint removed instead of drying. So that's why I dance it around, but I use basically this oven of a hair dryer. Keep moving it around and be safe with it. Don't point it at anybody or anything like that, and make sure you never touch this, because what happens, you guys see inside there right now? Do you see that red coil inside of there? Do you see that, Matt, through there at all? Anyway, I have this right in the middle in there.
Yeah, it's not red anymore.
Okay. This, as soon as I turn, it's still red, I can see it in there.
Well, I can't
but what
see
happens is this gets so hot, don't touch it. Don't put it on your floor and then hit it with your ankle. You know what I'm saying? Put it somewhere up and away. Ask me how I know these things.
How do you know those
things? And then make sure you unplug it as well, like at the end of the night when you go home, so you don't like wake up in the middle of the night going, did I leave the heat gun like plugged in? It's not on, but is it touching anything? Like, yeah. That is the worst feeling in the world when you think you've left something plugged in, or like a candle or something like that. Ugh, I do not like that. All right, I'm gonna grab a sand block, and now I'm gonna do some distressing, okay? So this is why I don't honestly care, worry, don't get my feathers on or ruffle. When I use a shabby chip brush like this to give me a distressed effect, which because the bristles are so hard, and when you put the paint on, they pry apart, and as a result, you get a lot of brush marks, and you get a lot of areas that the paint did not cover. Because this is such a hard bristle, it doesn't give you full coverage. If you want full coverage, use these brushes that I have on my website, and you can score them as well. One for paint, one for poly, all right? But here's what I don't get upset about. When I'm using these cheap, shabby chip brushes, sometimes hairs come out. So if I remembered, and I'm a good girl before I start, I do a little pluck of the hairs before I start. Because at the factory level, if they don't have, I think this is called a ferrule, isn't it? This part of the brush right here. If this is not clamped down completely tightly, or there's a hair that didn't quite make contact, when you start to paint, they come out, right? Just a few of them usually do. It's okay. So do your tug and pull before you start the paint job, and if you still have hairs come out, it's okay. You're going to get it when you do your distressing, all right?
Nancy, you can tint the Monkey Shine with the chalk paint. Just do a little bit at a time.
Yeah. Because it's a liquid form. Going into something that has an oil into it, so you don't want to make it too watery, right? So our milk paint, the dry paint, really dry, rich pigments. That's the best thing. That's what I recommend for tinting your Monkey Shine. Like that piece back there is
Heidi from
but
Iowa.
it has a black tinted Monkey Shine over the top of it, right?
Monkey Shine.
All right. Guys, can you see already, like you just saw me put that paint down. I've already told you that paint takes 30 days to cure. The first 24 hours is the most important as it seeps in, because wood is porous and it's like a sponge. But already I have put that paint down, and I am using a brand new sand block that I just took off my shelf. So if you ever wonder how well the durability is, paint your thing, let it dry the moment it dries, and then you'll still have to take a sand block to scrub it off, purposely trying to get it to come off, right? Which is what I'm trying to do. So, just to give you an idea of how well
as long as you're on the computer, you can comment on YouTube. You just have to hit the little comment bubble on the bottom.
Yeah. One thing with YouTube that I have learned, which sometimes can weird people out and make people go, where do you comment, or how do you see the comments, is right below the video, you have to keep scrolling down to the very bottom of that screen to see the comment section. Like there's this entire section between the video and the comment section that makes you think that you can't find the comment section. So make sure, at Facebook, you're finding me on YouTube, which you should, because we're doing a lot on YouTube going forward. We've really started our channel since this summer and really continue to be over there daily on there. If you want to interact and be a part of all the great stuff, make sure you find us, but learn how to use the comment section, right? So hopefully it'll help somebody. Find the video and scroll to the bottom.
We have a lot of people that now prefer YouTube to Facebook, right?
I can't blame them. I gotta tell you, I am in love with YouTube.
Yeah.
He acts like he knows something.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Are you talking about me and my YouTube obsession?
Yes.
I just think YouTube's so awesome.
You go on there and you watch these people that I want to take to a pond and drown.
It's reality TV.
No, it's...
Listen, you get to pick the people that you want to hang out with,
Yeah,
right?
you could pick better people.
Well, listen. Oh, thanks. You picked me, remember? But anyway, yeah, you just get to pick the reality life that you want to hang out with, right? Which
Hey,
is
Murray.
what I love. You know, who wants to see perfect people? I just don't want that.
Yeah, but the people you're watching are like beyond train wrecks.
You think so?
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe it makes my life feel a whole lot better. I don't know. But anyway, find the people that you like, you know, and watch them to see what they're doing. But it is so much fun. I'll tell you another great thing.
If I gotta see Trisha Paytas trying to sing one more time in a Hamilton dress that she bought that she's busting out of.
She can't sing.
Oh my gosh.
Too funny.
Who does she watch? She watches Trish Paytas. You watch the Amelia girl. Shane Dawson.
Riley and Adam.
I don't mind Shane Dawson as much. Jeffree Star. I don't mind Jeffree Star as much. I can't do Trish Paytas. I can't do the Amelia girl. Catherine Michelle, who's just a train wreck that I cannot deal with. She says she's keto. She made her channel keto.
I watch a lot of keto
but she doesn't do keto.
But
so I have to look.
It bugs Matt because these people are on again, off again.
And they're not even on keto. And they're going, my life is so hard. I can't do keto because I'm moving.
There you go.
I can't do keto because I'm home taking care of my mother.
Thank you for that wonderful
There you go.
Anyway, the other reason why I love YouTube is that you can find some interesting characters. I think I spit my water all over myself. But you can find some interesting characters. But honestly, in the DIY world, and you guys know over on YouTube, that's where me and Matt gets creative in the kitchen. You get my creativity around the house with our DIY paint projects. So it's kind of like where worlds collide. But also, YouTube, you can search it. So you can go to our channel, Jug Multi Paint Company, and at the top there's a search bar, and you can type in the word glaze. And you know what's going to happen? All Sonia's tutorials on glazes that she's ever done. Every single day of my life I get messages from you guys and you go, I have never seen you use teal glaze. Can you use it? I got that today. So one of you guys messaged me that today. Have I ever used teal glaze before? Yes, many, many times, right? But I also know that Facebook doesn't show it to all of you guys all at the same time, so you think you never see me use it. Or life just happens and you never get to see that video. Whereas I've learned that if I put my videos on YouTube, I tell you guys, go find me on YouTube. You want to see a tutorial on glazing, antiquing, distressing, you know, weathered look, how does Sonia do a plank finish, all the things, how does Sonia do an ombre effect, all those things, Sonia's best stencil tips, the difference between wax and poly, the difference between chalky style paint and milk paint. I got you all covered. I've been filming videos over there since the summer. All you have to do is find my channel, go to the search box, type in the keyword that you need.
go.
And you will be surprised.
Cheryl, lay down, get some rest. How do we share? How do we share on here?
So what? On Facebook or YouTube? You just go to the very top. You see 3 dots up at the top on your YouTube screen, and you click that, and you get a little drop-down like boxes that come down, and you click Share Link, and then you go ahead. And you can open up like wherever you want to send it to. So you can go on Facebook and then create a post, and you drop in that link, and then it populates with my video, and you just shared it. Yeah. So now I'm going to.
I hope you're feeling better, Dawn.
Oh no, Dawn's not feeling good?
Well, no, she had a gastric sleeve procedure on December 4th.
Yeah.
So she's a month in, so she should be just getting back on the horse right now.
Well, thank you for watching, Dawn. We hope you're feeling better. And yes, definitely day by day, right? I definitely think we're so lucky to be able to be born and live in a time of modern medicine with all the advances. And it's amazing how the body heals. So
Patrice, we are coming to the UK soon. Yeah, the difference between Sonia's watching habits on YouTube, I go there for information and for instruction. Or if I have, like, I have an interest in architecture and stuff like that. And especially, you know, especially turn of the century architecture, Victorian. I actually like watching people do the old mausoleum tours, like, you know, the weird mausoleums that you have pyramids and different stuff that the really, really, really rich people back in the turn of the century did. And it's just like, holy smokes, you guys spent so much money.
So you guys, I'm kind of laughing over here because he was making fun of the things that I watch.
Yeah,
like,
but my stuff is
people,
like,
right?
Yeah.
So yes, this is the other night what I fell asleep to because we were having a conversation. You guys know on here that, yes, let's be honest, we spit into tubes on live video to show you that we did something. The only thing we bought on Black Friday was a kit for his and her DNA testing, just for fun, just to see, you know, what we get back.
Which we're in the final stages, so we should be.
We're having this conversation about blood types and DNA on the heels as Matt's checking late at night the status of whether or not, where our results is, when we might expect them, which they're coming at the end of January, by the way. That'll be fun to open with you guys. Not of human content. These people are aliens! So anyway, but we were having a conversation about this the other night, and then I'm like telling him, we're talking about DNA. Do you know what we got on the topic of? DNA and like what it's made out of, how it works in your body. I fell asleep listening to Matt's documentaries on DNA.
Well, they can do it better than I can explain it, but DNA, I explain it to her, and she's like, her eyes glaze over.
Yes.
So I try to do like, how to understand, all you need to know about DNA. So I put that on.
Probably about 2 o'clock in the morning, we're listening to
an introductory
documentary on DNA. Okay?
Or an introductory to quantum physics, right? Stuff like that. That she's like, I try to explain different things, and she's like,
I'm a very visual person.
Yeah.
Okay? You guys
so
know,
that's
I'm a
right.
visual artist. I like to see things and inspect things, and I am the person that goes to the museum and likes to touch them just to make sure.
In the background. Are you talking about the bar?
I think they are,
Are you talking about the bar stool? So yes, Patrice, we're working on the UK. As soon as we can get the
approval.
Yeah, the trade. It's the whole trade deal.
It's just not as easy as shipping stuff when you're a business and because you're exporting stuff, right?
I love the
keto. We don't want to go to jail. So
I love the KETO Krate, but the kids tend to devour it when I get in. Whenever.
If we go to jail, we can't do these live videos, so that's not going to work, right? Anyway, go upstairs. It's over in the kitchen upstairs if you want.
There wasn't like all the chocolate was gone. It was
cheese,
like.
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know. No, somebody was asking me how I liked the keto box last night. That's all I was saying.
I thought you were saying you're hungry.
No, the red and purple hutch with the windows. That one is Berry Dance, and then it has tinted, black tinted monkey shine done over top.
So right now it's probably about 10:30 our time. We are coming to you live from the mountains, southwestern Pennsylvania. So if you can imagine, if we were painting furniture at 10:30 at night, hanging out here in the shop, it takes us a little bit to unwind by the time we get home, right? We have late nights, lots of stuff.
So it's about 3.
So then, this is why it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
Christy Miller is excited. She's typing in all caps. She just received her first Junk Monkey package today. Can't wait to try it.
Oh my gosh. Look out now. She won't be able to stop.
Oh, yes, I did love that caramel one. Oh, well, thank you very much, Crystal.
I love this. We're going to post it for you in a second. But this is just the Monkey Shine I'm putting over. Monkey Shine is our sealer. It goes into our paint and provides a repel, a protection. Wood loves it, and I have plenty of time to be able to work with it. So right now I started on this one. You will know if you've tried Monkey Shine. Give me a heart if you love Monkey Shine because we designed it to be amazing. And so what happens is it stays nice and rich. It doesn't get pasty. It doesn't stink. Any of that nastiness, it just sits there, waits for me to go ahead and finish this off. So I have plenty of time. It's not drying. It's just sitting there, sucking into the paint pours, and then I'll go ahead and I'll do the finish off.
So, since we're on the subject, you guys need to tell me what is your guilty pleasure to watch?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what is your weird favorite show that you like to watch?
Yes, pretty soon I'm going to need a new one because I'm getting close to the end of Lucifer.
Well, there's a new season coming out in March on Netflix.
Use that time to wait from January to March. We need it now, right?
Well, I got to finish this year's Stand Against Evil.
Yes.
I got to finish my Evil Dead because I missed the last season.
Yes.
Facebook banned me from likes and hearts. Can't use them because you overdid it.
Yep, you did it. You did it.
Anyway.
Just comment the word love. We'll know what you mean.
Dr. Pimple Poppers, Tracy. Sonia loves that too. Yes.
I watch her. I'll go home tonight.
Intervention.
And watch that. I love that. It's amazing. I said to Matt that, you know what? If I just think about how lucky kids are today.
You just repaint them.
To be able to see everything online. Like, you know, when you were like in grade 12 and you're trying to figure out what you're going to be, you had no idea really about occupations. You might have seen something printed out or you heard about it. But, I mean, to be able to watch a show like Dr. Pimple Popper, I said to Matt, I'm like, if I was watching her and I was like 16 years old and fascinated and seeing how I could help people with skin diagnosis and
that's what she would have done.
Like,
we would have never met.
I would have been a medical doctor and been a dermatologist and help people that way. I mean, I'm just like, and I paint on the side, but I just feel like, oh, what an awesome person.
I wouldn't do it over the Monkey Shine just because it's two different, you know, it's two different sealers. Banana peel over Monkey Shine.
Okay, let me quick, because this is a question I get a lot. Should I use poly over Monkey Shine? You should not. Both are sealers. I have told you that our Monkey Shine is an all-natural beeswax oil finish. Poly is a water-based sealer that forms a protective layer. Right. If this has oil and is a resist, and you're trying to put something on top of it, what do you think Mr. Monkey Shine is going to do? Because he's so awesome. He's going to repel. Get away from me, Poly. So, before you finish your piece, ask yourself, is it high traffic? If so, just seal with the poly. But if it's something like this, it's decorative, you've already done it, shabby chic, it's stressed, and you know what? This surface over here that it's going to be on is going to be the hard surface that things are going to be on, the marble part of it. I'm just going to seal with my Monkey Shine. But if you go with two sealers and they're made to repel, they're going to kick one away. And you're going to be like, Sonia, why won't my poly stick? Because, girl, you got two sealers that are battling to repel each other because they're so awesome. Okay?
So
anyway,
anywho.
That was my demonstration for tonight.
Anywho. You guys are being like white bread with these shows. I mean, some are kind of weird, but I want to know your deep, dark secret. Okay, your weird thing that you like to watch.
So like Dr. Pimple Pop.
Well, that's main thing TV, you know? Okay. I mean, I'm talking like you're on YouTube, you know. You're talking like deepest, darkest. Your weird search on YouTube or your weird television show that.
Sure I have some. I'm trying to think now. Give me a moment. I might have watched them all.
Tracy college basketball. That's pretty weird.
No, like what was the one I used to watch was Prison Love. Is that what it was? Couples that met? Yes. Yes. Anybody else watch that documentary? What was it called? Love After Lockup? I'm trying to remember it. Yeah. It was like, you know, women or men that would fall in love with inmates and they'd follow their story. Like, yeah, what about that? You know?
Yeah, you can do it. You can lighten it anything you want. On the butcher block top, if you're putting food on there, I would use the Monkey Shine because it is food grade.
Yes.
Keto cooking cartoons, yeah. Sex sent me to the ER.
No,
yes.
Is that even a show?
That is a show, yeah.
I don't even know that show exists. What is that on?
It's like on TLC or something like that.
No.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that on? On TLC?
Snapped, Melody J. Fisher, Snapped.
Snapped, is that a show?
Yeah.
It was a show?
Yeah, it's on the I Hate Men channel.
Really? What's Snapped about?
Yeah. 49er football chair, funny.
I don't know what that is.
Weird shows. Let me think.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
The weirder, the better for me. Like I'll throw
you
one.
You that mortician one.
Oh yeah, Ask a Mortician. I do love that on Facebook. It's every question.
Me too.
It's every question you ever wanted to ask, and it's answered by this girl out in California who is a mortician, and she's very scientific. It's not gruesome or anything like that. It's just questions you have, and she asks them, and she does a really good job on it. So anyway.
Like about dead bodies and all that.
Yeah, like things that you wonder what happened, or
like
you know how they deal with stuff. You know, things like that, like the laws. Like I didn't know that, you know, you didn't have to send. You could have your funeral right in your house. You don't have to send them, and you can actually bury somebody in your backyard.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Okay.
Can you wax over Polly?
Why? See, okay, somebody answer that question for her. Do you think that she should be waxing over Polly? I want to see if you guys are listening, all right?
Yeah.
We'll see what they all say.
My crazy ex.
So, Matt, I have to ask, you just said that you've learned that you can bury people in the backyard. Is there anything I need to be aware of? Like,
well, I'm just talking legally.
Okay.
Well, in the States.
Let's just put that out there on live. So if I go missing people, check the backyard, please.
Well,
check the backyard.
well, you know, right beside the house, there's 2 graves from the farm days, right?
Yes, old ones.
Yeah, from back in the 1800s.
That's true. People did get buried
Botched,
on the farm,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
My husband watches guys shoot coyotes on YouTube, so
Oh
I
my
catch that
gosh.
same thing. Honey, everybody's saying, okay, they're answering. So, anyways, but no, it's just funny. So.
Did she get her answer?
Yeah.
Our friend? Okay.
Yeah, 1001 Ways to Die. I love that show too.
Yeah, what so?
That was funny.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways.
Oh, yeah.
I used to like watch MXC because I actually, when I lived in Japan, I actually watched the original show that was called Takeshi's Castle.
Yeah.
But they really made it funny. My Cat from Hell, we watched that a few times too. My father used to watch that. I couldn't believe it, right?
I love stuff that's like.
Okay, you
things
can.
that are haunted
All
and
right,
stuff like that.
let's clarify this because I thought something. You can do wax over poly if you're doing a color like a tint. If you're in a pinch and you want to do a tint, but it's not going to work real well.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, if you want to antique something, just use the glaze and the poly. Don't try not to be doing anything when you're mixing both sealers, because at that point, that's a license to be creative, and I don't know if it's gonna work out.
I like Drunk History too. Where was that? Joanne Kuchanowski says, I have a neighbor buried in his backyard.
Really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know Pennsylvania is the only one that requires you that you can bury anybody anywhere.
Yeah.
But they require you to buy a vault.
Really?
Yes, and they did that because they enacted that law because the head of the Pennsylvania State Senate made vaults.
Oh.
So there you
That's
go.
the reason.
Yeah.
There you look where
Yeah.
you wonder, right?
Yeah.
We also watched the other night about this alien one. People who thought that you swear that they were abducted.
That's the new one with what's his face from.
Yes, I know.
He was Spock in the new Star Trek, and he was in American Horror Story Asylum, and he was, he's
Somebody
in
will know
yeah,
it, they'll
yeah,
say it.
exactly.
But yeah, and so anyway, we watched it this week, and the guy
I
was
watch
like,
all those, Tracy.
this is what happened to me, and blah, blah, blah. I swear
gotta
to God.
get it.
He took a poly test, and he failed it. She was like, based on the results, what you've said to me is a lie, right? And anyway, yeah, they ended the show, and you're like, ooh, I don't know. Didn't he think it was going to turn out that way? He just went on like national television, and the polygraph showed that he was being dishonest. And so anyway, I thought that was really interesting. But anything to do with aliens is always good. Paranormal. Anybody else out there watch, of course, the Zach Bagans? Anybody see the New Year's one that he did? Was it New Year's Eve that he did one? He was going to unlock the, what's that box called, Matt? He was going to unlock this box that's wreaked so much havoc for people. Guys, do you see this? These are the inserts we're going to drop into them. These tables Matt found for me for $2.99 each. So this set was $6. One of my tips, if you want to, if you get furniture that's just really outdated, like this has the like this tile, glass, ceramic, marble-ish looking insert, put on a fun color. Because if you put a fun color onto it, people will usually go, oh, that's cute, that's teal and marble and ceramic, and therefore they like it, right? What was the one with the Zach Bagans where he opened up that box? The Oculus? The something?
No, the Demon House. What are you talking about?
No, the box on New Year's Eve where he did the live.
Oh, at the Haunted Museum.
What was that box called?
The Dybbuk box.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what it was.
So, but it was funny because now Sonia wants me to take her to see the SETI telescopes down in West Virginia.
That would be so cool. Who knew that there are telescopes set up in West Virginia?
Tess likes the dead files.
That's good too. That's good too. Although I just don't know if I believe her. I just don't know. You think she's for real?
I don't know. You'd have to see her in action.
I know, I would. Some people that, you feel are believable. Yeah. And other people are like,
cops. Teresa can hang out with your grandma.
Yes. Oh my gosh, my grandmother used to love cops.
But yeah. Well, did you know? Speaking of the alien thing, did you know they're actually making a big Hollywood movie about Kecksburg now?
No, I did not.
Yeah.
Unsolved Mysteries did.
Well, yeah, that's what the big giant acorn is out there, right?
They left it behind.
So yeah, we live about 10 minutes away from We live about 10 minutes away from Kecksburg, which, if Roswell didn't happen, Kecksburg would be the biggest UFO crash in U.S. history. So, anyway.
We'll look good.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm just going to clean up these tops because you did see me use my Kreg cutter to clean the actual piece down, but I forgot to clean the inserts down. I wonder where these came from. I have no idea.
Yeah, my mom was working during that, and my dad was out in the date when the Kecksburg incident happened, and it was funny because they all, and it was funny because the people that were
fireworks, UFOs in.
Well, that was the thing is everybody that was out driving around in the car said the same thing happened. That, you know, everybody lost their, like, radio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, of course, my mom worked at MonKEy's at the time, which is right beside the Turnpike exit. And they saw all kinds of military vehicles getting off the Turnpike.
Guys, I'm done. We've been chit-chatting, and we just painted 2 tables. I know you have tables that you need to paint as well.
I don't know if I could do autopsies.
You know what? I did watch an autopsy
documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, what was it about?
It was about people who were fat.
I think it had something to do. I was amazed to see how fat lies inside our bodies.
Yeah.
And also watching Dr. Pepper
Yeah, it was showing
how she collects things that are on top of the skin, between the fat layer and the skin surface, right? So,
yeah.
I don't know, I just learned a lot about how your body's made.
Yeah, it was a show about how different people carry fat different ways. And what, yeah, is like I have a lot of internal submuscular stuff that I just always do.
You're not going to freeze to death in the middle of cold?
No, I have blubber. So, anyways.
Guys, isn't this cute? What do you think of this? Like, you could put anything on it, right? Ooh, piece of chocolate. Fill up.
So, live hoarders, my 600-pound life. Yeah,
love it. Never saw that one. I see it being previews for. Is that good?
My niece, I have a beautiful oak table.
Yeah.
My niece spilled nail polish remover on it.
Okay.
What do you do to recommend it? Seal it again.
Beautiful table, nail polish remover, which probably removes
on the
paint,
oak,
right?
Yeah, on oak.
Oh, so it's not a paint job, it's pure.
I would get a matching stain and then go over it with
yeah, sand it off.
Yeah, sand it off.
Yeah.
Poly it several times.
Yeah.
So
What you might have to do is like not worry about, okay, like Matt said, find a stain that's going to match as best as possible to your table set. And then what you're going to have to do is sand off the top of your table, because it's going to be hard. You're going to have a patch there if you try to blend it up with the rest, right? The sun has faded it. You'll never know the exact factory finish. Sand it all off down to the wood, and then restain the top of it. You could do a darker stain if you wanted to contrast it. You could paint your top if you want to, but that would be the best thing to bring it down. Or just if you want to paint it and just put a new top over it that way, you could leave the legs. Who loves that like two-tone look where you have paint and you have wood? You can do that too. All right,
can I bring it to you to fix it?
Are you
we don't have time anymore to do a lot of that stuff. Yeah, to refinish the top, I can't. I don't have time to.
To what?
Sand.
To stain it and stuff?
Yeah, I'd have to strip it and sand it.
Yeah,
and I don't.
that would be that's a lot of work.
I used to do that. If this was a couple years ago, I would fix it, Joanne. I just don't have time. And if you've been in our shop, it's tiny.
It's not like a woodworking shop.
It's not like the mansion we used to be in over at West Overton. I used to do tables right out in front of
We'll be able to take them outside and do them and stuff like that, and have the time to do them, because it is quite a job. Katie says on YouTube,
she says, Formbee's Furniture Finisher reactivates existing stain. I've used it to fix smallish spots. So there you go.
Yeah. Talk to me about painting.
Tess says find Amish to fix them. That's harder. That's easier said than done sometimes. Yeah.
Guys, what do you think?
I need a warm place to work.
Are we ready to give out some banana bucks or what?
What do you think? Are we?
Did you tell everybody get a chance to share?
I came in late.
And tell me, all right, this is the call. This is the last call. Did everybody get a chance to share? We're going to find somebody who shared, type the word shared below on YouTube and Facebook, and give you guys a special code if your name is called today.
Well, I got
and
YouTube right now.
At junkmonkeypeanut@gmail.com before midnight tonight Eastern Standard Time. And also, tell me what do you think of these tables? A whole lot better than what they looked before, right? I'm in love with these. Let's go see what other...
We watch YouTube at like 2 o'clock in the morning, right before we pass out.
Like
So it's not good. Usually I'm having a nightcap of some form of whiskey, and she's there watching these people, and then she wonders why I drink before I go to bed. So, I'm just kidding. Come on now.
I'm in the same room with you.
All right.
Just because I left the camera.
All right. YouTube winner is
Sandy
Foamy.
Yay, Sandy!
I hope I said that
Foamy,
right.
F-O-M?
Yes.
Spell it out so I know. When she
F-O-M-E-Y.
Okay.
Yep.
Sandy girl, make sure you email me at junkmonkeypeanut@gmail.com before midnight tonight Eastern Standard Time to say, hello, my name is Colt and I'm here to collect my $20 in bananas.
All right. And on the Facebook side, Donna Vanicoro.
Donna! Isn't that a song? Isn't that like a...
Yeah. There's a... Oh, Donna. Don't make me sing it. No.
I'm pretty sure for the Donna! How does she spell her last name?
Are you really going to do this to me right
Yes,
now?
when Donna messages me, I'll be like, well, the real Donna, please stay.
Vanicoro. Can you not, you know...
Vanicoro.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You don't, you know, V-A-N-A-C-O-R-O.
Got it.
Vanicoro.
Got
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's it.
Awesome. All right, you girls need to message me. You know what you need to do before this offer starts.
It is mermaid tail.
Yep. Mermaid tail, brownie frowny. We just cleaned it with a curd cutter. We dried it off, buffed it off, and then cleaned it. And we just put our coat of paint over it. Used my shabby chip brush.
Galen says her dogs are barking.
Woohoo!
Her feet.
Are they happy barking?
No, they're not. When your dogs are barking, that's not a good one.
Oh, all right. Well, that's not.
All right.
Or does she mean her feet are barking?
Yes, her dogs are barking. That's what we used to say in the Marine Corps.
Okay, I thought
She says my feet hurt.
real animals.
That's what we said. Dogs are barking.
Maybe she's got deer in her yard.
Oh, Donna by Richie Valens.
There, that's what it is. All right, guys, did you have fun hanging out with us tonight? I think we had a great chat.
Did we scare anybody?
Thank you for being here.
Did we weird anybody out tonight?
All of our weirdness. Hey,
Yes.
you know what? I say wherever you may be, just let your weird light shine. You'll probably find more people who are there just like you.
I wouldn't
thank
feel
you for being
comfortable.
here.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with me, so I don't want to be around anybody.
Did your shirt say the other night?
Yeah. But that's for me.
Stay strange.
That's for me.
Stay strange.
That's me.
All right.
All
Stay
right.
strange, everybody, and get creative, please, because good things happen when you do. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back on again for day, what, 8?
Yeah.
Of our 30-day paint challenge. Who knows
Yeah.
what we'll paint tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right.